You didn't think I was actually going to leave you without a 90 more, did you? Bloody hell. This is for the ones who care. I was going to drink out of this one. I'm going to drink out of this one because it's like a trophy, right? The 3 points trophy. Every time we get 3 points, we're drinking out of this one, baby. Oh, it's banging. 3 goals in 9 minutes. Wow, incredible. Pepe curling an absolute worldie into the top corner. There's been a bit of this going on with Kroenke out, getting painted on walls around the Emirates. He's not flavour of the month, is he? And when you really look at it, our issues are a lot deeper than just what's on the pitch. You know, I've talked about it in plenty of other videos, but nothing has changed really, except the puppet that is kind of taking the flak. Let's talk about the game itself. Let's talk about the pressure that Freddie Ljungberg was under already. I think he's dealt with it very well. He looks calm, he's very well spoken. He clearly thinks out every answer before he says it, and I kind of respect that. It's not generic answers, it's not, you know, complete media training. He's being honest. He's saying that the team do need confidence. They do lack it right now, and it really did show, especially early on in the game. Everyone going backwards, everybody's scared to be that person that made a mistake. And ultimately, it led to the game being fucking awful, but West Ham really taking advantage, obviously going 1-0 up, but we kind of brought it upon ourselves. You know, we were very unlucky to have Bellerin injured in the warm-up, Maitland-Niles coming in, and then when we do go 1-0 down, Tierney goes down as well, off injured, and Kolasinac comes in, and actually Sayed did really well. He has been quite good for the past few games, let's be honest, and give him credit. A great assist for the youngster, Gabriel Martinelli, who, I mean, he's our best left winger. He is our best left winger. He has got an incredible scoring record for the club already, and long may it continue. You know, his tenacity and his hunger for the game is evident, and when he scored the goal, he just grabbed the ball back and ran. He didn't do his celebration. He didn't run to the corner flag and look for a moment in front of the cameras, and I really loved that. He just got the ball, get back, let's get another one. And we did. An absolute beauty, Nicola Pepe, given the chance to start, given the chance to express himself, a bit of freedom, go and play. Turned a couple of guys and did runs from the halfway line, darting stuff, and still found his man. And he did that one thing that we were all looking for, which is to cut in like an Ivorian Mahrez and bend it in top bins, and that's exactly what he did. It's what people saw last season for Lille. Admittedly, he's not got the goals or assists anywhere near what he did last time, but he's coming together, isn't he? And he will get better. He is adjusting to a new league, a new country, a new language, new teammates, new everything. And there's going to be a lot going on behind the scenes as a player in a new situation, with new responsibilities and deliverables for a whole bunch of clients that we just don't know about or aren't taken into consideration. But God love him, he scored a beauty when we really needed it, and you could see what it meant to the guy. He slid into the corner, did his celebration, and you can do that when we're 2-1 up, baby. Knee slide and almost tears, you know, real emotion, and a beautiful moment between him and Freddie Ljungberg when he came off the pitch and he gave Ljungberg a hug. They had a little laugh about something or other, and it just looks like we're beginning to see life in the boy. He's been quite similar in terms of body language to Mesut Ozil so far, quite withdrawn, not necessarily, you know, depressed, but kind of easy to mistake for being down all the time, very introverted. Yeah, hopefully that will bring him out of his shell, even if only temporarily, because confidence is all that these guys need. Let's look at the lineup from back to front. Bernd Leno still playing really well, still making good saves. His distribution was making me feel a little bit panicky, I'm not gonna lie, because he was so calm, but fair play to him. Maybe it is beginning to come together there. I'm not totally convinced, if I'm honest. There's still a lot of work to do as far as that goes. But in terms of his shot stopping, he's basically second to none in the Premier League, and that says quite a lot about what's in front of him. He went for Callum Chambers, which I was happy about. You just have to start. He's played well every time we've played him, apart from at right back, I think. And with Hector Bellerin going down, Maitland-Niles stepped in. Maitland-Niles, I think he's a better overall footballer than Hector Bellerin, but he's definitely not a right back. However, going forward, he does offer a lot more. He's still quite inconsistent, and his decision making is a little bit suspect sometimes. A couple of passes that were just off, but you know, that will come with time and hopefully more game time. He's still a useful player to me, and he's an Arsenal boy, so I do want to back him, and it is nice to see him playing at the top. On the left hand side, obviously we've said Sayed brilliant again, and in midfield real balance this time. Beautiful to see Granit Xhaka with Torreira and Mesut Ozil playing in the 10. I mean, that's what we want. We want two inverted wingers in Pepe and Martinelli on each side, both of whom played really well. Good energy, both calling for the ball, creating chances, not afraid to have a shot if it's there. And then an elite number 9 with Aubameyang up top, and he scored another goal. Another beauty. I mean, what more can you say about the guy? I know that he's beginning to get impatient. There's talks that he's turning down contract offers and that he's more interested in going to La Liga, but while we've got him, you've got to just enjoy him. With strikers, you know, people think it's FIFA. You're not going to score 5 goals from 6 shots. It doesn't work like that. But he will get you goals. He's probably one of the most elite poachers in world football, and his record speaks for itself. And long may that continue, because without it, I don't know where we'd be. A brave decision from Nürnberg, not only to keep the same shape that we've had, but also to change personnel. Lacazette has been out of form, and much as he is extremely lovable as a guy, you know, he always works his arse off and whatnot. I didn't like the way he walked off the other day, or last week, or the week before, or whenever the fuck it was. And let's be honest, he's been out of form for quite some time. So I was really happy that he made the decision, because that gives us strength from the bench and an option if things aren't going right. A huge 3 points takes us into the top half of the table, and I know that seems like, wow, you're top half of the table, but that's what we are experiencing right now. You know, the decline of a football club, that we're being dragged into a relegation battle, and that is the most fucking horrifying thought, because I've lived through times where Luton were in Division 1, Coventry were in Division 1, fucking Blackburn were actually relevant and at the top. Leeds United, obviously, Nottingham Forest, all these clubs, they fucking disappear, mate. It doesn't matter whether you've won the European Cup, you will disappear into obscurity if you don't have everything running efficiently. And if you don't take care of the footballing matters, that is the priority. If you don't take care of the footballing matters, what happens on that pitch, and all the other stuff, all the commercial entity, all the we're a big club and all the history, you know, it means sweet FA. As it stands, we are still within touching distance if we can get a run together. However, the truth of the matter is, mate, the fixture list is a little bit worrying. We've got Manchester City next, obviously. We're not expecting to get anything from that, but with the way they're defending, it's still possible. But brave from Freddie, and he does seem to have some kind of camaraderie with the players already. You're seeing him giving Mesut Ozil responsibility, and actual communication between the manager and Ozil is something that we've really not been seeing on the pitch, or at least it's not been looking positive. He seems to have given Pepe the confidence. There's going to be people fighting for their places now. No one's guaranteed a place. Guendouzi was, I think, who most people would consider our strongest midfielder this season so far, but there is no security in that. If you're, you know, disrespectful, if you're not playing up to scratch, if you're not scoring or assisting, if you're not doing, or you're a bit of a liability, whatever it is, no one is safe, and that's where we need to be right now. Okay, let's talk about West Ham. I don't know what's happened to Felipe Anderson. You got Antonio up front when you got Sebastian Haller on the bench. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe he's coming back from injury. I'm not really aware of that, but I don't really understand that, if I'm honest. Mark Noble, you know, I love the heart and everything, but he really does look quite slow and behind the pace these days. Declan Rice is brilliant. He was really good. However, it's a real struggle watching them, though. It was actually painful watching the fucking two teams try and put 3 passes together and failing to do that. I want to shout out Martinelli, obviously 18 years old, incredible. What a life he is living. And he's living it the way I think every kid would live or should live it. It's just like the hunger, you know, the intensity. He never stops, he never gives up. He's always looking for, you know, to create something or to get the shot off. He's quick as anything. He loses the ball, he chases it back. He's a problem. He really is a problem, and his goal record speaks for itself. It's fantastic, and I'm happy that we have given him the opportunity, because he definitely deserves it. This could be the beginning of a turnaround, lads. There's a long way to go in this season, but that is the first time that Arsenal have come back from a losing position at half-time to win a Premier League away game since October 2011. And that is, I think, when Van Persie scored against Czech. That's saying something. That's positive. That is a record that we want to hear about. Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to go and pretend that everything's okay. Obviously it's not, you know, it's not all over, we're still in the shit, but a little bit of hope, a little bit of confidence. Do you know what, it was just nice to win, and it was nice to see them win. I'm backing this guy because he's one of us, lads, you know? The same way that I backed Arsene because he gave me some of the best memories of my life and showed me, you know, a football that he showed us a football that was admired the world over. Freddie was part of that. Freddie is one of those golden generation guys, and I want him to do well. I'm not bothered now if, you know, he gets replaced or we get a, you know, top manager in, but I really hope that he can transfer the stuff that, you know, he's learned over the years to these players. If not with, you know, tactics, because that can be difficult if you don't have the managerial experience, I think, but with the man management, with the experience of being a winner, of knowing what it takes to get through those last 15 minutes, of knowing how to manage the game in the last 5 minutes, of knowing how to get the best out of yourself as a person in training, you know, in life, it's important in life. Football is a job for these guys, but at the same time, if you can get them to enjoy it, then you will get the best out of them. And hopefully he can be a part of just helping to transfer that kind of negativity away. And you got to back it now, guys. You got to back it because they need us. Freddie said it like that. They need us. So as fans, it's, you know, it's great to see that 3 points, because after the game now, you saw Torreira going and giving his shirt to DT's son. I don't care if it's DT's son and you don't like DT, but that was a beautiful moment. And you could call it PR and whatnot, but we need that. You need to spread that good energy now, because we've waited a long time for it. So yeah, really nice, kind of bottling up that feeling and just kind of cling on to it before City happens, because it's about to get rocky again, yeah? Anyway, I hope you're all well and enjoying your day, night, Champions League football. Nice for some. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. I'm going to love you and leave you for now. My name's been hughwizzy, and this has been lovely.